Kendrick Lamar. He just like the video that I made back when I started to study his bars. I like to think that he probably related to someone that's come so far.
Coming up, it's a series the visiting Texans have dominated, having won 13 of the last 15 over the Jags, including 7 straight. Can Jacksonville snap the streak? We'll find out next.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Sunshine State in TIAA Bank Field here in Jacksonville. Today we reach Week 15, and we've got a good matchup in store between the Houston Texans and the Jacksonville Jaguars. Now to return, this is David Johnson. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Texans ready to take over here on offense, and it's Deshaun Watson at the controls in his 5th season now in the NFL.
And this is a game for grit, determination, and somehow finding a way not to panic. What a horrible start for them. I mean, they haven't won a game yet. So now, as a quarterback, you're not just talking to your team. You've got to demonstrate to them what they need to do to win. He's got to be the leader by how he plays.
Watson, a little touch pass on the jet sweep. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down. Boy, an effective play there, getting their wideouts involved in the run game.
And what they're always hoping on that type of a play, that they can get to the end of the line and have a chance to turn it upfield as he did there. That means they controlled the blocking and took care of the defensive end of the outside linebacker to give him that lane.
And I guess I need to clarify, I said getting their wideouts involved in the run game, but of course that was actually a pass as he popped it forward. And very little room to maneuver. He'll get this down to about the 39. Well, sometimes it's hard to take your eyes off this guy at the linebacker position. He can really cover some ground, and he did there to make that play. From the 39, Watson. A little check down to Lindsey. That one a first down pickup of 8.
I like it, I like it, I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game, and you know you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so. It gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it, and really gets them amped up as they go forward.
And he'll get this way down into Jacksonville territory.
Let's go.
I don't think there's anyone who could possibly doubt how fast he could run on the open field. But if there were, he silenced those thoughts there. First and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road. They'll run with Lindsey. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on first and second down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a 3rd and goal. Driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive, but now it's put up or shut up.
No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive and ultimately kick a field goal will feel very disappointing. But I'm just wondering, is the head coach thinking, is this 4-down territory? Might he go for it?
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Great defense there on 3rd and goal. They took away everything. Forced him to fire that one to the sideline where no one could get it.
And Bailey able to knock it through. And it's now 3-0 Texans. So the opening drive does yield points, maybe not the 7 they wanted, but they'll take the 3.
Accumulating first downs does not go up on the scoreboard, but it does go into the DNA of a team that's trying to establish itself to start a game. That has to feel pretty good for them. They'll take the 3.
Yep, and he can't field it cleanly. It's loose. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The Jacksonville offense getting ready to begin this first drive, and at the helm, the #1 overall pick back in April, Trevor Lawrence, the rookie out of Clemson. On play action, Lawrence. Completing it here, Marvin Jones. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. 39 yards the distance covered on the catch and run. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Out of the gun, it's Lawrence. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Here we go.
The numbers for him from a week ago: 6 catches, 109 yards, and a touchdown.
Look, I know everybody wants to be number 1 in everything they do, but he's number 2 in the league in receiving yards. That's a strong number, a strong year, and they want that to continue.
They go play action with Lawrence. Buying time to his left. And he's got it. What a catch on the sideline. Give him 32 on the play.
We see this happen so often. If you're a defender, it's like watching a bad movie over and over. The pressure's good, forcing the quarterback out of the pocket. But it's a lot to ask for these defenders to stay plastered to receivers long enough. And sure enough, they let a man come open, and the connection leads to a big play.
So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, 2nd and goal. From the gun, it's Lawrence. Eluding the pressure right. Touchdown, Jaguars! Travis Etienne with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Jaguars have taken the lead. I'll let you do the analysis, partner, but with every touchdown pass this young quarterback throws and with the success that his team has had, I just continue to be more and more impressed.
Let's both do the analysis. Impressed. Aren't we both?
Yeah.
I mean, and why shouldn't we be? We've seen him improve throughout the year. We've seen him settle in now, and you can see the confidence of the team has grown. His confidence has grown. I think that everyone around this guy feels good about what they've seen, and it's also safe for him when he's driving home to turn on Sports Talk Radio. He's okay.
And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. Returning it, Johnson. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. And as this offense makes their way back out, it's AFC playoff race time as we give you a look. The partner, just looking at some of the struggles they've had this season, the playoffs are not in their future. As they start to peer toward the what moves might they make?
I think the running back position, and I know we talk all the time about the NFL being a passing league, but the teams that run the ball effectively, they're the ones that go deep into the playoffs and go to the Super Bowl. They have to upgrade here. And you and I both know in recent years in the draft, people have shied away from taking a runner early, but if there's that special one there, I say they go get him.
Well, this defense for the Jags, they were terrific in the win over Tennessee a week ago.
I have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw on tape because they stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire game, ended up getting 4 sacks total, and made it difficult for them to step up and find receivers downfield. Also made it hard for them to escape the pocket and run.
Now, that's one they hate. The ball's got to come all the way back.
So that's an explosive play, a really explosive play that gets wiped out, and they have to start over after the penalty.
On 2nd down, a run with Lindsey. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Not enough there for a first. No gain, as a matter of fact. And it leaves them at 3rd and 1.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
And the The Jags with 5 in the secondary now on 3rd down. They stay on the ground. This time it's Johnson. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a 1st down. These two teams, they met earlier in the year in Jacksonville with the Jags coming out on top. So a win here in Jacksonville would give them the season series. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. Texans football to start quarter 2 as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Now Watson. Throw complete right side to Cooks. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. You know, Charles, for this defense, look, it's no secret. You're facing a team that is really, really struggling. They haven't won in what seems like forever, but sometimes a desperate team can be a dangerous team, right?
You're exactly right about that, but they shouldn't be. When they're on that type of a losing streak, it's incumbent upon you to take charge of this game early and not give them any reason to hope. Get out and tackle and make sure you knock them back on their butts.
They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
To throw is Watson. Over the middle, it's Amendola. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. It's a gain of 26 as they pick up the 1st down in the process. Shotgun snap and a give to Lindsey. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
And now a pass dumped off to his running back. Johnson with a burst, a 1st down and more. Touchdown, Houston. David Johnson, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Texans have retaken the lead. Dan Bailey now for the extra point. And it's through, and that makes the lead 10-7. So that drive goes 8 plays, and it results in the Texans finding the end zone. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Jamal Agnew now to return it. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. Now on the return here, we've got an injured player down there. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And they, on paper, Charles, no doubt they have the edge in this one. They are sitting with the AFC elite, and on the other side, they're down toward the bottom of the AFC. But you know what they say, especially at this point in the season, watch out for a trap game.
And in doing so, I would take my game plan and condense it. I would rely on my fundamentals, the fact that my players are probably just better, and not try and do too much, do just enough to win the game. And on the other side of the field, I'm doing everything. Every trick play I can think of, every different formation, you name it, I'm throwing it at him in order to try and get the upset win.
And he'll let this one go deep for Chark. And got his man complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 33 yards that time.
First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Check in. Let's go.
Play action. It's Lawrence. He's going to go up top again. And that nearly intercepted. Oh, the free safety roaming into position almost had it, but it's second down. Well, these two teams, they met up way back in the season opener. And it was the visiting Jaguars who won that ball game, so they'll look to make it a clean sweep here at home in Jacksonville. To throw on 2nd and 10. Lawrence. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
But enough takes a start to have a good drive, quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
He's going to fire one deep over the middle. Oh, a leap, and he will make the catch. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Now Lawrence. Going to throw deep for the end zone. And that ball is caught by DJ Chark for the Jags touchdown. DJ Chark, touchdown number 18 on the year. And the Jaguars have retaken the lead. He put quite a bit of air underneath that touchdown pass. Of course, we knew that he had the strong arm.
That part was easy. You can see that throughout his college career. But what you want to know about a rookie is when the pressure's on, can you throw with touch? He just did right there. And boy, it was pretty.
After the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Brandon Cooks and the rest of the offensive crew trotting back into place out there. Well, he's within shouting distance of a 1,000-yard season. Going to need a pretty good finish, though, if he wants to reach that mark.
Well, I like how you phrased it, partner. He is within shouting distance. If he stays on this pace, he's got a shot at it. But he needs a big game in there, right, to make sure that he gets it. So you know that during the week, in practice, and look, he asks for the ball all the time anyway. He's really going to ask for the ball and let his quarterback know he's open.
A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Pushing his way through, and he will finally be taken out of bounds. The thing that hurt on that play, the missed tackle, that allowed the extra yardage.
It's a matchup game in the NFL. You get the guy that you want isolated, have him miss a tackle, and off you go.
So it's 1st and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. They'll run it with Johnson. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Now the Jags will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. To Johnson again. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. The Jaguars now will use the last of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Right now, no questioning the toughness of this Jaguar defense. This is 3rd and goal. Back to throw, Watson. Touchdown! Jordan Akins, his 4th touchdown on the year, as his guys are able to regain the lead.
You get down near the goal line, this is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury, and it pays off big time, especially when the defense sells out against the run. He finds himself open for an easy touchdown.
Extra point up and good by Bailey, and it's now 17-14. That time, 75-yard drive, 5 plays. And the result, a Houston touchdown. To return, here's Agnew. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. Jacksonville back on offense and ready to take over. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. The pressure gets to Lawrence, and he'll go down. Now, the #1 mission of any offensive line, you got to protect that quarterback, keep him safe back there. This time, the rush got to him in a hurry. Flushed out right. He'll drop this one off with ETN. Got some room at the 30, and some room to work. And finally out of bounds, just a few yards short of the goal line at the 3. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. So it's 1st and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. Now Lawrence to throw. And this is going to be intercepted. Desmond King picks it. And the Texans are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. After the interception, here's Watson. Cooks on the quick slant. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's Watson. Screenplay, Johnson. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Watson now to throw. Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. Josh Allen, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Back quite a ways here, facing 2nd and 19. The Texans going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Now it's Watson. And that will be incomplete with the clock showing 18 seconds now to go.
You definitely would like to hit on that one because now you've got a 3rd and long showing up, and you just know defense is going to be getting after it. They are pinning their ears back, and they are coming.
On 3rd down, Johnson. And he'll get this across the 40 and up to about the 42-yard line. It'll be a gain of 3 on what should be the final play of this first half. So on 4th down, here's Chris Jones to punt it away. Jamal Agnew is deep to return it. So we have reached halftime here. There you have it. Halftime quickly over. 3rd quarter, here we go. Okay, Coach. Yeah, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. It's the Texans in front, and they're going to get the football first as we are back underway in the third quarter. And they'll bring it out to the 25 as Agnew elects for the touchback. Trevor Lawrence and the Jacksonville offense ready to go back to work. And he's had some time to chew on that interception he threw on his last drive back in the first half.
Well, normally we say, well, get him right back out on the field and play again, right? But as you mentioned, had the halftime, had to stew about it a little bit. Maybe he'll have a chance to relax a little and kind of laugh and chuckle and let it go.
He'll hope to respond positively here to start the third quarter. Flush to his right. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. That hold coming from the left side of the line.
Hands got caught in the cookie jar on that one, and the flag came out. Penalty against him.
They go play action now. Lawrence. And he'll let this one go deep for Chark. And that's caught inside the 35. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. They're going to hurry back to the line now. Now Lawrence. Touchdown Jaguars. Marvin Jones. His sixth touchdown of the season as his guys have now moved out in front. Lambeau on for the extra point. It's up and good to make it 21-17. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And it results in a touchdown for Jacksonville. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. Here comes Johnson on a return. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. So here's the Texans offense now. They get set to start this third quarter. And they'll be working from behind now following the touchdown a moment ago on the opening drive of the half.
I think the guys right now, as they go out on offense, they're zeroing in on one big key. They don't have to do anything differently just because they're down on the scoreboard now. The intent, still the same in what they plan to do on offense.
Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
Now that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you may curl it a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion. And he'll get this way down into Jacksonville territory.
And as you saw right there, this is a guy with pretty good speed for a tight end. Nice job there catching the short throw and turning it upfield. He can also be a weapon downfield as well.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be second and goal. Remember, as they try to run the ball down here, Charles, this is the #2 rush defense in the league.
So do you accept the challenge up front? Do you get your offensive line together, get your tight end in the ball game and say, I don't care that they're numbered.
Touchdown, Texans! Danny Amendola, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Texans have answered back with a third quarter touchdown of their own to retake the lead. Bailey got the extra point, and that gives them a 3-point lead. A drive there of just 4 plays, and it results in the Texans finding the end zone. And no return here for Agnew, so they'll bring it out, start the drive at the 25. Jags football again. DJ Chark ready to rock and roll. And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this? But it's usually not by himself, is it? Usually it opens it.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Texans scoop it. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. Well, the tide definitely seems to be turning in this third quarter as this defense is able to knock the ball free and recover.
And let's look at it this way. Their offense is right back out there who just got on the lead a few minutes ago. This has the potential to be a big swing in this game.
On 1st and 10, it's Lindsey. And he'll get it down inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. And the tackle made by Andrew Wingard. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
They had great starting position to begin the drive, but now they look up at a 3rd and 5. Here's Watson. Out to the left, he's got his tight end, Akins. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And in a lot of ways, that catch is expected. Red zone presence, and that one was realized there. You've got to find your tight end in that situation.
Watson. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
I think that was good strategy there, trying to go right back to him after the last completion. But this time, the defense was all over it, and they got there to break that one up.
Nothing on 1st down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, 2nd and goal. Off the draw, here's Johnson. And he'll work his way closer to the goal line as he's got 5 down to the 3. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe they'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Watson, option play. He'll hand it to Johnson. What a stand so far defensively, and now that's going to bring up a 4th and goal.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Can this defense hold them out? Here we go now, 4th and goal from the 2. They will indeed snap it to Watson. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. He had 3 touchdowns already, but won't get a 4th here. And the Jaguars are able to come up with a goal line stand. They'll start on the ground. Etienne. And a nice gain there as he'll be taken down just shy of the 20. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Off the play fake. Here's Lawrence. Being chased out left. Throw left side complete. That's Jones. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. Oh, it's a nickel set here defensively on 3rd and inches.
Still want to be prepared for a pass.
Lawrence will throw. And he'll let this one go deep for Chark. This is intercepted. Picked up by Gary and Conley. And the Texans are going to get the football back as time will run out in this third quarter of play. So it'll be a change of possession on the turnover when we get back. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. On 1st down, it's Watson. It's caught outright, Amendola. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
And we've seen him have success earlier on with the ball in his hands because he is a get it in space and make a play kind of a receiver. But that time, they closed on him quickly and held him to a short gain.
From the 27, Watson. Got a man. It's Brown. His second catch, and this one not nearly as electrifying as his first. And it'll bring up third down now. Looking to throw. Watson. Escaping the pressure right. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. A third down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough. That is an absolute backbreaker. That was a design passing play, wasn't a draw. You think you got him stopped, good coverage downfield, and he's able to pick up the first with his legs. Defensively, that kicks into your psyche and hurts a little bit, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and here's the thing. Anytime you give up a first down, it hurts you psychologically, but it hurts more when they get it this way because you've covered everything. He didn't have any place to throw the football. He takes off running and picks it up anyway, and now you have to stay on the field for an extra set of downs.
And really could have used that stop trailing here in the fourth. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there, but how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
The Texans on third down. They've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. This is 3rd and 9. Operating from the gun, Watson. Amendola catching it left side. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th. Here's Chris Jones now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. It's just a 32-yard punt with no return. And the Jaguars go on offense, first down and 10. And the Jacksonville offense on their way out again as we take a look at the playoff race in the AFC. And you can see they'll be the AFC South representative, but for the moment at least, they'd still need to host a wild card game in that first weekend, but not the worst thing in the world.
No, not at all, and you and I both know this about this division. It's been wide open and extremely competitive, and it was again this year. So for a team to come away with the division title and get to the playoffs, you know they'll be battle-tested for their run in January and into February.
And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. And they'll throw on first down with Lawrence. That's once again complete to Chark. 3 yards remain for second down. Looking to throw, Lawrence. And he'll let this one go deep for Chark. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down. As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3. They go play action with Lawrence. Rolling to his right. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. 1 score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. And they'll try and throw for it with Lawrence. Eluding the pressure right. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Jags come up empty on 4th down. And the Texans take over an excellent field position. Well, they've got the slim deficit, decided to go for it, hoping to keep the football score and erase that deficit. But, boy, deep in their own territory like that?
Let's just say that with that call, me and the head coach will agree to disagree. All right, but he knew he wanted to be aggressive there, as you pointed out. So I guarantee you, he told his defensive coordinator, have your guys up and ready. I'm going to go for it here. If we don't get it, just make sure they're ready to go out there and bail us out.
Lindsey now off the read option. And he'll take this one down to the 36. They follow up the first down 1-yard run with a minimal gain of 2.
All right, that's a decent game there, but it hasn't been his best game overall. So I wonder what the mindset is of his team. Do they want him to handle the football and try and close this game out? Or are they going to make an alternative plan and maybe go in a different direction?
I think they need him, and this is his time to shine. And he'll find Akins there, complete. And he is going to have a Texans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
First down, Texans.
3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth.
Let's go, let's go.
So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. They'll run on 1st down. It's Lindsey, and he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ballgame. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Watson to give. This is Johnson. And he'll take this inside the 30 to about the 29, maybe the 28-yard line. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. Watson. And that is incomplete.
And this defense definitely in his head there on 3rd down, and he's pretty fortunate. They didn't call for grounding on this one. That was a good time feed over everyone's head.
And it is good. Oh, that one looked to be in trouble the whole way, but it does get over the bar. And that will double their lead as it's up to 6. So they get to 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. So here now, Lawrence and the Jaguars. Down 27-21, a minute 40 remaining. He's going to let it fly. A fight for it, and this is caught. It's caught indeed. He's back to throw. Flushed out right. He's got the 1st down here inside the 30. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. No one there to help out downfield, but no problem. Scrambling for 22 and a 1st. Back to throw. That's going to be caught. It's Chenault. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Now the Jags will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. They come up on a 1st and goal and most likely 4-down territory as they need a touchdown and the PA. And he is in as they have tied it late here in the final minute of the 4th quarter. Now they can boot it through on the always important extra point, and then their defense has to hold up their end of the bargain.
And there's something that you've pointed out in numerous games that we've worked. Okay, the excitement's going on. Everyone's celebrating over there. Who's calling up the defense to make sure they're focused because they still have some work to do?
A very important extra point there, up and good, and that is going to put them on top by a point, and it sets us up for quite a finish. Now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Now the attention turns to the Texans, trailing by a point, 53 ticks to go. Well, their losing streak in danger of continuing as they come up on 1st down. Watson's throw taken in there by Cooks. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this 4th quarter. And the job becomes twice as difficult now after the sack. It's 2nd and 20. Watson to throw. Oh, the ball is out. Watson lost it. And the offense will get this one back. Boy, that could have been catastrophic at this late stage of the game, but they avoid disaster.
Fortunate to get that football back, because trailing here in the second half, last thing they needed was to lose the possession.
And the word I think of here is opportunity, because it could have been lost there, their chance to score points. But the opportunity for the defense was to go ahead and really close this game down if they were able to get possession.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't come in. So after all of this, it comes down to one final play.
And just think of what it's going to be, because from this distance, you got to be prepared for everything. Hook and laterals, tip balls, you name it. A lot of laterals after a catch. Just got to be prepared, stay on your feet defensively, and tackle someone.
And that one a little too high as it's knocked away and incomplete.
So this will be a win for Jacksonville, and they were really helped by their defense, forcing 3 turnovers.
I think what we saw in this one, today's defense. And what I mean by that is in the old days, pitching shutouts was big time. That was paramount. But the big thing was holding people down, holding down their yardage, right? Don't let them throw the ball through the air and gain a lot of... But now, it's about taking the ball away. Taking away possessions, getting the ball back for their offense. They had 3 takeaways in this one, and it led them to victory.
So for the Jags, it's a 10th win of the year now as they move to 10-4. And they will hit the road next week to take on the New York Jets. Meanwhile, for the Texans, it's now 14 games without a win, with time running out to try and get one. And they will get a home date next week against the Los Angeles Chargers.